Bismillah. In this video, we will continue our last part about the Flutter series, build mobile apps library using Flutter. In this video, we will talk you about the web service. Um, web service. Okay. Web service sometimes like connecting the server to mobile apps. You can see that mobile apps and server. Okay, sometimes we can see that like this. Here is our database. It means that our data, and then here our server. For server, we can call like web service or API, and we can make it using like PHP or code igniter on other or Laravel. You can also or Node.js, but we have two types exactly for the web service. Okay. There are two popular web service or type data. We know that about the JSON and also the XML. JSON means that JavaScript object notation, JavaScript object notation, and XML. This is sometimes like for like outright, and for JSON you can see that the example JSON data. We can see like this. In the JSON, we can call it like for this is like different type, yeah. And then this is we call it like property or object. Property of object like this, or the number, date, and tracking number, customer ID, customer, and other. So if we want to take, if we want to call the data or respond from the like Flutter, we can call this property, and this is the field for the property of content of the property. We can also call it content, yeah. So content from the other number is the date is June 30, and then about the customer ID, this one. So mostly people using the this type, that's JSON data. But in Flutter, there are several type for call the JSON. You can search on Google. I think that complex parsing JSON in Flutter. You can see that about one of the Google Flutter expert. I forgot about the name, but we can see here. Yeah. Her name is Pooja Bhaumik. I think here from India, and he explained here about the several type of JSON. If you want to call from the Flutter, after we call the JSON, we can like using models, but different types of JSON will make different models. So we can see here, this is the JSON structure, simple map, and then the next is this is the simple structure with arrays. Then this is the simple nest structures. We can see this is object, and then in here we can see the object also. And next, here is the nested structures with list, and the first is the object, and then we call it array, and then object again. And then the last is list of maps, and I think that this is so simple. This is the array here, and then the object like this. But you don't confuse about this or about the models. The simple way is you can use like quicktap.io, quicktap.io like this, and this is the web generate for convert the JSON to the another language. For example, if you have one response JSON, and then you can copy here, and then here you can choose like a Dart file, and then you can see this is the model. Okay, for the example, we can looking for the another example here. Use source like this. Okay, I think that this is nested array, yeah? Because this is the most array here, and then we can copy here. But before that, we need one more tools. It called like some people know it with the Postman. For the Postman, there are several tabs. You can use the embed from the Chrome. For the Chrome, you can using the Chrome Store, Chrome Web Store, Chrome Web Store like this, or means that extension, right? In here, sorry, in here we search here Postman. You can download here and add this extension to your Chrome, Postman Interceptor, and also Tab Postman. The simple way is we can use the Tab Postman. And the another is we need the Json Viewer. Okay, for the JSON view, you can download here and update and add it to your extension Chrome. So you can see this is the format from the JSON because I have add the JSON viewer here. We can see that this is the array number 1 and number 0, and this is the data 1 and 2 and the 3, because this is the from the array, so we'll start with 0. And then after this we must create the models, but before we create the model, we can using this for Postman, we can copy here and paste here. Okay, you can see here this is our response. So you can control A here and then copy, and then we move to appquicktap.io here, and then we paste here. And don't forget to change the name here because it will also give impact for your class model. So we change like this model user, and then we change to Dart, and then we can create here make our properties required, because our Flutter right now is no safety, so we make sure that no null data here. So after this we can copy, and then we can continue to create like one project like this. So I think that for this video, that's enough for us to talk about what we need for the web service, right? So for the summary, for the web service, we can need or we can install like Json Viewer. This is the extension for the Chrome, like, and then you can use the Postman. And the last one, for create the model, you use the QuickTab.io, like this. I think that's enough for us to make or prepare our Flutter project. And after this, we will create like a repo from the GitHub, and after that we can like create the new project, and then we can try to start project. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.